I'm on mute. Sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're all having a good one. We are back again. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Go ahead and turn down that music. So yeah, a little side project we're working on. I actually playing a warlock. But tonight, we are on Paladin, but this has been a frick ton of fun. Just saying, chat. Well, let's get into this. Okay. So, I think I'm going to farm up some more keys. So, what happened? I killed Aberoth with this build off stream. I did not record it. I finessed his ass. Smoked him. I'm like, okay, let's just go back and record it. We got some stuff. Now, what I did that first time is I took a screenshot of me just standing there with all the loot, like, and I have not been able to kill him since, at least while recording. So, in my mind, the build is done, but I want to at least have some, you know, proof that I actually killed Aberoth beyond that screenshot. Because it's going to look really bad. Like, yeah, this build can kill Aberoth. I did it once. Here's a screenshot. So I'm just going to farm this timeline. And maybe we'll try killing him on stream. Like, I definitely feel like when I've been trying to kill him while recording, I don't know, maybe just because I'm trying to record it on the same computer, like, there's like performance issues or something. Because, like, I definitely feel like I get hit by some stuff that I shouldn't have been hit by, but alas. Alas. Are you better? I'm getting better, Xavier. We're still recovering. I'm still getting there. Still taking it easy. I'm trying not to do, you know, even though, you know, today is, I guess, officially the start of my 2 weeks off, except for one day where I have to go back to work and help them out with something. I don't want to push it. So it'll be another just couple hours stream. Still just working on the recovery. Once I'm like symptom free and I'm feeling good, we'll do some longer streams. Today's the first day. Today is the first day of my 37 days off. Oh, you were on vacation 37 days ago? That's clever. Oh, you're off for 37 days starting now. Oh, congratulations. So you going anywhere, or you just want time off like me? Like, just get away. Yeah, I mean, holy frig. I mean, I could have done that, but I wouldn't have had any leave left over. Well, I think that's awesome. Also, I already know after 2 weeks, I'm going to be going stir crazy. Well, I don't know. If I do enough streaming, that'll replace doing work, right? If that's the case, then I'll be good. And by the way, hey, what's going on, Jolteon? How you doing, man? Hey, what up, Cheddar Boxy? I got a week off coming up. Looking forward to that. Yeah, that sounds good, man. It's good to take some time off. I was encouraged to take 2 weeks off just for funsies. I had nothing really planned. You know, not going anywhere, not doing anything other than, you know, I'm just stream, have fun. And I gotta burn that leave off somehow. No, I'm not gonna keep it. Just had our busiest period. I need a break after that. Tomorrow's my last day of my summer vacation. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chatterboxy. Tomorrow's the last day. 37 days counting the weekends, of course. But I need the time to take my head off work and rest. But I do plan to go to the beach and spend a week there. Oh, that sounds great, Xavier. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, beach sounds like a great time. Absolutely. Plus, if I recall correctly, Xavier, you said you're in Brazil, man. You must have some beautiful beaches there. Absolutely phenomenal. Actually, I don't live that far from a beach. You can see, like, if I was to poke my head out the window, way off in the distance, you can see the ocean. I'm only like a mile or two inland. Of course, it's foggy out there. Good old coastal California. Hopefully a sandy beach, not a Scottish beach. Yeah, see, Jolteon, my beach right now, if I went to one, would look like a Scottish beach. It's just fog central right now. It's very foggy out here. Taking them 5 minutes too long on from the character select. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you saying it's taking 5 minutes to load into the game for you? I did not have that issue when I loaded in earlier. Oh, okay. Yeah. You gotta travel for it. I got you. So you'll visit family along the way. That sounds nice. So we are blasting some last Epoch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw. So I posted that screenshot earlier today off stream. I killed Aberoth with this build. I was feeling pretty good about it. You know, I posted a screenshot. I'm like, okay, cool. We killed Aberoth. It was smooth. We finessed his ass. I was really happy about that. So I was like, okay, well, let's make it official. Let's record it. Bro, I think I've burned through 10 keys trying to kill Aberoth while recording. I don't know what happened. I keep getting him to the final phase and then I die. I even have one where I got him down to 2% health. Because we have no kill threshold in the build. I don't think there's an option for kill threshold with hammers. Or at least the way I have hammers set up. I don't think there's kill threshold, so... that stinks. Like I got him down to 2% and some of my hammers were still going. And so I'm laying there dead and I'm like, and some of the hammers are still hitting. I'm like, come on, kill him. And it brought him down to like 1%. Oh my, damn it. Just wasn't enough. What I might have to do is go back in there and try and kill him without these boots. It's gonna suck, but it should give me a lot of dot defense. But at the same time... Okay, so we're at 684 damage. So if we take this off, it goes down to 555. That's actually quite a bit. But if we take this off, it goes down to 537. So maybe... because they're probably also taking into account the fire penetration. Maybe we should take this off in favor of something like this. Get the mana regen, get the endurance threshold, and then most importantly, we get more armor, and we get armor mitigation also applies to dot, which would go hand in hand with this. So if we do that, right? Yeah, so our damage goes down. Sucks. Even with all of our boosts, it doesn't even take us back to where we were, but it would definitely give us more survivability. Yeah, yeah, like I'm already like I don't know if you guys also saw in the Discord, you know, just after the absolute, you know, blasting I was taking from Aberoth, I was just like, you know what, let me just go play something completely different. So I went and played a Warlock, and I actually got that Warlock up to like level 28. And I was having a blast, you know? So, like, I might take a break from Sentinel after this build just to go play Warlock for a little while. And then, you know, we still got Sorcerer on the docket. I think that'll be fun. What I'll probably end up doing is after playing Warlock, come back to Sentinel and do a couple of builds. Like, you know, I kind of want to try out that Shield Bash build. Right. I kind of want to play that Shield Bash build, and then I also want to do Bleed Hammers. I do think I need a break from just playing Sentinel. At least another hammer build. So whatever my next build is, it's not going to be a hammer build. Like, I thought about just going straight into Bleed Hammers after this. I just, like, that would be my third hammer build in a row. I need a break from that. I think somebody was in here earlier, Chatterboxy. Not earlier today, but earlier in the week, and I think they said you don't get a guarantee, but you get the best chance at up to 600 corruption. It's like 70 or 75% chance. I don't think there's a guarantee. Oh, you even said close to guaranteed. Yeah, close to guaranteed would be max 600 corruption. Anything above that, it tops out at 75%. So you could do 1,000 corruption, it would still just be 75%. Pretty lame. Yeah, I thought it would have been cool, you know, 1,000 corruption guaranteed or something, but oh well.
I cannot do that.
Funny to try new boss when you have to farm those eyes first, like a billion. If you really like need to learn the mechanics, yeah, I feel you. And I'm over here only because I burnt so many of my eyes just trying to kill them. I need to build up a few more. And then we can try again. And I figured this timeline's already at 500 corruption, so that's actually pretty decent for stability gain. So I'm just going to keep rolling with 500 corruption. I definitely wish there was more ways to gain the Harbinger, or if they had like gain the Harbinger eye, or if like one of these blessings, like if this went all the way up to 12, like if one of the rank rewards was chance for double, you know, like chance for double eyes, I think that would be cool. That might kind of weaken the whole system if these just dropped like regular dungeon keys. So I understand that, but I think it would be cool if there was, you know, a chance to gain double. Or if it was like you know, one of the idols. You know, that whole system they worked in here, if they had like an idol where like increased chance for an eye, or double or increased chance for double eye drop or something like that. So instead of like the Harbinger needle, like this could still be in there, but they could also drop another idol that you can slot in there. And then you can use that just to try and get another eye. You know, because then there's kind of like there's a cost to it. Like, oh well, you know, I have to take away one of these idols, right? You know, I might be taken away from a resistance. You know, there's a cost attached to it, but I want that chance, and the chance scales with corruption. What the? Why is my ping 184? Oh, it's going back down. Right, because those were guaranteed drops. and then challenge. So I would have been smart. Should have farmed like 100 eyes. I got you, but everybody like everybody at one point. I mean, come on. You're like, this is the new hotness. I want to try it out, and then it's like, oh lord. Oh well, I gotta learn that mechanic. Okay, cool. I finally learned that mechanic. It took me 2 tries. Oh, we're in his second phase. Cool. Oh wait. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Well, I've kind of learned that first mechanic. Now let me learn the second mechanic. Okay. You know, that only took me 1 try. So here I am on my 4th eye. Then you start feeling nervous because you're like, wait, I only had 10 of these. I've just burned 4 to learn the 2 mechanics from his first 2 phases. And how many phases are there? Oh shit. Oh, okay. Oh shit, I died to the Harbingers with my 5th key. I wasn't paying attention. Something happened. Some sort of damage just went crazy. They killed me. Oh no. Okay. Here's my 6th attempt. Okay, I'm doing pretty good. Wow, I actually got him down to the 3rd phase. Oh, dude, we made it to the final phase. Oh, frick. Try it again. You die somewhere in the 3rd phase that you somehow skipped during your other attempt. Now you got like 2 keys left, and you're like, no, hold up. I'm gonna go farm more of these. Oh, a 3 LP Soulfire. This will be very nice. I think the way I got that Warlock set up, I have it, like, I currently have the Warlock with a Calamity. I think it'd be cool to slam a, something on here, Intelligence or whatever on on like a 3 LP Soulfire like this, and then just, you know, go to town. Whoever you are, Asian Lettering, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I do have several 2 LP Soulfires, but that's my first 3 LP. You gain more spell damage, and then you have a chance to ignite with fire and necrotic skills. That goes hand in hand with Calamity. I'm not using Hungering Souls. Then you have to go farm eyes, and you're so annoyed that you just go make another character. I didn't get to that point, but I did get to the point where I had 2 keys left, and then I went and farmed more eyes. Yeah, that's what happened to me. Hey, greetings and salutations, Air Dragon. Welcome back to the stream. Soulfire, Immolator's Ablation combine pretty well, and Ashes of Mortality. So ironically, I use, well, maybe not ironically, just because like you said, they have a happy synergy. I used all of those except for Calamity in the build for whatchamacallit, the Divine Bolt Paladin build. Actually, now let's try and get some stability here. I really don't want to have to use my glyphs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, yo. Yo. Jolteon. You living in the UK are advocating for soccer season to be over? The fact that you just said soccer season, maybe you're saying that for my benefit to know what kind of football you're talking about, you know, because American over here, but holy. Like, you guys are allowed to say that? I'm kidding. You called it soccer for me. Okay, yeah. I realized it when I was saying it. I'm like, well, okay, maybe you're saying it for my case. Which Sentinel the strongest at the moment? I haven't played Forge Guard, but Forge Guard, if you just look at the arena placements, looks like Forge Guard is doing pretty well. So, I mean, okay, so this one's clearly Paladin, but Forge Guard. You definitely see a decent number of Paladins, Forge Guard. There's some Void Knight, Forge Guard. So, I haven't played Forge Guard. I did play Void Knight. This is my character right here, Theodore. I'm on the Sentinel leaderboard for Arena this cycle. I did it with the Void Storm Hammer build. I was having some issues. I was getting like some latency. Like when I died, I couldn't move. I kept like rolling in place. I was like, what's going on? And then I died. I was like, well, there goes the run. If I completed just one more wave, would have been at 40. If I completed 10 more waves, I would have immediately, like, that. It seems to be happening a lot right here. If I had completed just 50 more waves, I would have been in the top, 20. Got a Nihilist with T7 mana on it. I want to roll a character. which will be able to use it. Very well rolled. So when I hear mana, I think sorcerer, of course. Which of the Sentinel classes? VK? Yeah, Maxim, VK. If you're doing the big bonks build, the one with the world splitter, yeah, that would definitely be very nice. Yeah, I think if I had a Nihilus with T7 mana on it, my first thought is Void Knight, the world splitter build. I messed around with it briefly, like for 30 minutes on stream. I was playing Void Cleaver Racing Strike, so I kind of swapped a couple pieces in. That's what I have right now. I have a 1.1k corruption. Oh, you already have sorcerer. But it's not good for sorcerer. Got it. Yeah, I think that would be very nice on Void Knight, especially with the mana regen. Yeah. See, I have a decent Nihilus with a T6 health. At least there's no negatives. You went with a Frozen Sentinel build? Yeah, I mean, Frozen Sentinel is like whatever build he's playing. It's so strong, but you're getting fed up with it. I mean, I didn't see Frozen playing, but I've been watching a lot of Curse BG. It definitely looks like it's super strong, but it also looks like he dies just randomly out of nowhere. It doesn't look like it's my style. Like, I am going to play Sorcerer this cycle, and I think we're going to be playing a Meteor Sorcerer. I found a 3LP Harbingers. Yeah, I got you. Hashtag hydrate, yeah. So, yeah. Right now, I basically one-shot Aberoth. Yeah, it's kind of like, where was the... I mean, that like, I like, if you're farming Aberoth, then yeah, that's actually kind of cool. You already have an end goal in mind, and just killing them is the goal, right? But, yeah, I see what you mean, Maxim. There just comes a point where it's like, eh... I mean, that's how I felt last cycle. That's how I felt with Divine Bolt Paladin. I was just mowing everything down. I stopped at, what was it, 1200 corruption? I was just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I got you. It just becomes boring. Yeah, I mean, to me, the goal, I think with any build I'm playing, is to try and get between 300 and 500 corruption and be able to kill Aberoth, and then aspirational would be to push as high as corruption, and once I hit 1000 corruption, that is the end goal for me. Like on the Void Storm build, I hit 900 corruption, and I knew I would have, like, I could probably hit 1000 if I spent like another week farming the right gear and all that. And I'm like, no, this is good enough. You know, if I can do, 300 to 500 plus corruption and kill Aberoth, with 1000 corruption being the absolute aspirational goal, that's good enough for me. So far, this build has checked all that. We're at 500 corruption. We killed Aberoth, but I didn't record it. And then every time I try to record killing him, I die. So we're out here farming keys. Need to farm a world splitter, basically. Yeah. Get yourself a world splitter, and then because of the way it works, I would actually probably recommend putting the mana mod on the weapon over like something like, I mean, you could go with damage like melee void, but that weapon with Void Knight scales very well with mana. And Maxim, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the first time I ever heard about somebody being able to spam erasing strikes, I feel like you were the one who told me about that. Am I correct? Like I keep feeling like you were the one who was encouraging me to do it. I never ended up doing it, but when I saw that like people doing builds like that, first thing I thought of was you. I'm like, wait, Maxim was telling me about this. Now, obviously, at the time we were talking about it, World Splitter didn't exist. So I'm like, dude, this is like the Maxim weapon, bro. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. When I was seeing it all set up, I'm like, dude, man, they ripped off my man Maxim. I mean, here's the thing. Like, everybody can... It is completely possible in this game for people to arrive at the same conclusion without ripping off somebody else. But when it comes to me first hearing about it, it was you. Yeah, so what I would do, Maxim, I would get something like this, time to run some Nemesis to get LPs on my World Splitters. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. What I would recommend doing is get something like this affix, and slamming it onto a World Splitter. Now, obviously, you're more than welcome to try whatever combination you want, like, you know, go flat damage, but it really scales, like you get melee critical strike multiplier per max mana, right? And then you already get critical strike chance for the cost of the skill. So in Erasing Strike, what somebody was showing me is like you can use nodes like this to increase it. You can use nodes like, well, I don't know if this counts, but you know, the echoes consume the mana. And you can just find different ways to increase the cost of Erasing Strike. I think this was the biggest one, though, was Hasten Cataclysm. And then they would obviously take Essence of the End, get the Void Essence, and then... I think this is what you were telling me about, was the Void Well. Like, this was the thing that was really making me go, Maxim Alert, was the Void Well thing. Why, wait, that Maxim was telling me about that. Yeah. So they were taking this node and then they were just spamming it. Bonks for days, man. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me, guys. I'm still getting over this COVID. I'm gonna take some cough medicine real quick. Oh yeah, man. It was like, at that point, it was like auto crit. The damage was insane. Yeah. You're going to like it, Maxim. Yeah, that is like one of the few Sentinel builds where I tried to stack as much mana as possible. Like I said, I only messed around with it for a little bit. But I could see like the end goal. Like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, like I had like 500 mana. And I'm like, okay, this is working out okay for me. It wasn't amazing because I was still kind of like hybrid Void Cleave Erasing Strike, but I was like, I could see what they're going for here. So mess around with it. Tell me what you think, man. I look forward to hearing from you. I don't think I found a 2 LP. I've gotten plenty of 1 LP, but I don't think I've come across a single 2 LP. Now, what might happen for you is you get like plenty of these like no LP, and then you nemesis them. Yeah, so you could try, like, you'll get plenty of world splitters. What you can do is just try and get some ones with 1 LP or nemesis it, and then hopefully get 2 LP, and then try different slams. Get it to work out. You can try, like, okay, here's all flat damage. Let's try 1 with mana. Let's try it. Yeah, you got 6 1 LP. Yeah, so you got a decent amount to start off with. Try and get a couple slams to work out for you. Like I said, I was thinking mana, but maybe when you're looking at it and reading the text, maybe you're like, nah, bro, let's go flat melee void damage, or that's just not enough of a crit chance. Let's put flat melee critical strike chance on there. I didn't mess around with it that deep. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Like, I need something to slam into it first. I haven't seen anything in the patch notes. I'm really curious because I found a 3 LP Phantom Grips. Yeah, I was telling Curse BG about that because he's running like double Phantom Grips. And he's like, what? You got a 3 LP Phantom Grips? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I have never found 3 LP Phantom Grips. I'm like, oh. My bad. I didn't mean to rub it in or anything, but yeah, I got a 3 LP Phantom Grips. He's running like 2 LP Phantom Grips, like a pleb. No, I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, apparently, like I was looking at the level of Swordcatcher, like 3 LP. Like let's just take a look at it together. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. Let's take a look at it together. What is the what are the chances of a 3 LP Swordcatcher? I don't think I even... No ads. Yeah, 3 LP, 0.024%. Yeah, that's rough, man. 0.024%. And it's the fact that I also got that Swordcatcher and a Shattered Chains in the same Nemesis at 3 LP each. I really need to clip that. I don't think it's probably, that stream's probably already gone off of Twitch. I would have to go onto YouTube and clip it, but like, hot damn. What is the, well, let's see what Shattered Chains belt is. Oh my gosh, it's a 0.027%. It's the same. Oh my god. I think I'm only... Yeah, you were there, Max. So I think I'm only now realizing just how lucky I was to not only, you know, get each of those at 3 LP, but to also get each of those at 3 LP from the same time, from the same nemesis. Yeah, no, that is insane. That is like go buy a lotto ticket. That's like go buy a lotto ticket type. Like it's the moment's passed, but yeah, I gotta find that's gotta be one of the shining moments of cycle 1.1. I mean, I think at the time I was thinking, oh, 3 LP, it's probably like a 1 or 2% chance or something like that for each item. I didn't realize it was like that low. For the build I was using, right? That's even more insane. Yeah, it's not like I instantly swapped over to that build when I got that. They were both items I was using. Actually, I might be able to use that for my sorcerer with that ward decay threshold on there. That might be nice. Wish the pets picked up gold. I would only agree with that if they gave everybody a pet. Because right now the pets are microtransaction only, and I don't agree with that. Now, granted, a lot of us probably pre-ordered the game, so we probably all got, like, you know, guppy. But nonetheless, you know, even from a Twitch drop or whatever, considering that the only way to get these is, like, you know, had to be there or go swipe your credit card in the microtransaction, I do not agree with that until they make that a feature. I think everyone got the bees if you were playing at launch. Because originally the bees were only supposed to be an invite a friend thing. Right. I'm not disagreeing with that, Maxim. I mean, you're probably joking, but I don't think, like, to me, that is an avenue of power. I mean, it's not really, like, I know it's minor. It's a convenient power to have something pick up your shards, your like, to pick up shards, to pick up gold, whatever for you. And if the only way to get that is you had to be there or go to the microtransaction store, yeah, I know. I don't necessarily agree with that either, but I mean, people have grown to accept that, so I wasn't playing Path of Exile back in the day. I don't currently play Path of Exile. I'm not going to Oh, I could be wrong too, Jolteon. I thought it was if you played during launch because it became such an issue. Yeah, and I'm not gonna go tell here's the thing. I personally don't agree. I don't have a problem with them selling pets. It's just if that pet actually, as a company, them saying we're not going to sell power, we're only going to sell cosmetics. If they were going to turn around and say, oh, well, you know, the pets now have a bonus if you decide to buy from us, they can actually make your life a little bit easier. Equip any pet and they'll go around and pick up gold and other stuff for you. I mean, cool, but at the same time, that is a form of player power, right? I spending money other than the cost of the game, unless anybody who buys the game gets a free pet immediately, then I'll shut up about it. If you want your pet to look different, that's on you, bozo. I don't really agree with the whole Path of Exile stash tabs thing, but I don't play Path of Exile and people have accepted it, so I'm not going to tell them they're wrong. I do play a lot of Last Epoch, and yeah, obviously I wouldn't be affected by that. I mean, clearly I would not be affected by that. What's the lurker guy look like? I personally just don't like playing with pets since they don't really do anything for you. They just kind of follow you around. I mean, if I was going to play with any pet, it'd probably be Guppy. Like, I didn't like playing with the tiger because he just sits there. Like, if he kind of like wandered around and went and sniffed some stuff and came back, that'd be cool. But since all he does is just kind of do that, it looks a little off to me. But, you know, I could definitely see playing with something like Gloomfeather here, having the little owl follow you. Or like Guppy. You know, it looks a little bit different. I mean, they kind of still do the same thing. Yeah, Tiger looks too much like a mob. You don't like just streamer luck, Kappa? Right, for sure, Chatterboxy. And the way they could solve this is how Diablo did it. They gave everybody a pet. Then at the end of the day, bam, there you go. I mean, it might be the most basic bitch pet ever, right? It might just be some scrawny looking little kitty cat or puppy, but hey, if you don't care what it looks like, it's giving you the thing. Now, if you care what it looks like and you still want the thing, that's where you go. Why is your HP? Oh, hey, what up, Mark? Why does my HP keep dropping? So my character, he's got a virus. I haven't learned how to... No, I'm kidding. He kind of does. So it comes from this shield called the Bulwark of the Last Abyss. Every 3 seconds, if you are on high health, you have to be on high health, you lose 25% of your health. But as a result of that, you gain the Apocalypse buff. And during the Apocalypse buff, you gain 70% increased void damage and 70% melee critical strike multiplier. Yeah, both me and the character have COVID. If you guys didn't know, I was diagnosed with COVID on Wednesday. I didn't even stream for a couple days. I've been sick. I'm still getting over it. I'm getting better, but that's what happened. So anyway, obviously none of those help me, but here's one thing that this shield has that a lot of shields don't have. It's an iron glass shield, which as far as I'm aware of, has the highest block chance of any shield in the game. And on top of it, it has an insanely high chance to roll. So it has a chance to roll anywhere from 10 to 20% additional block chance. I got slightly lucky because I got 16%. Obviously, 20% would be better. But with that combined with whatever you slam onto it can give you an extremely high block chance. And this is the only shield in the game that can do that. Yeah, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, for sure. So with 16% block chance, 35% block chance on the implicit, that doesn't change. Plus the max tier 7 26% block chance I slammed on there. Gives me 100% block chance with with like this, and then I have a ring with 3% block chance. You have a very good question for me. Shoot, I'm going to answer Dreadswitch question. What does Anomaly do? So Anomaly is a combo skill. At its core, what you do is you target an enemy and you press a button. What it does is it erases the enemy off the screen, and in 5 seconds they come back. Or you can press a button and bring them back early. And then you can customize the skill to do different things to that enemy. You can even make them lock in place, right? So you can remove an enemy real quick while you're fighting off the others, press the button, bring him back, and then he's locked in place, right? So you're running through a monolith, you run into a rare enemy, and he's got like a bunch of little enemies with him, and you're like, I don't want to deal with that rare enemy yet, the big beefy guy. So you press Anomaly on him, you remove them for 5 seconds, you kill all those little mobs, maybe you kill them in 2 seconds, and you bring him back, and you've customized it now to where he's now stunned in place, and then you chunk him down. The main way most people, including myself, play Anomaly though is this route. You take 1 point in Void Touched, and then you take Time Bubble. So what that does is that leaves a time bubble in place, which does different things for you. We also usually take immediacy. That means enemies aren't sent forward in time. It's triggered immediately. And then on top of that, you can have the time bubble follow you, right? And then you can increase the duration of the time bubble. And while in the time bubble, you can give yourself critical strike chance, attack speed, cooldown, health leech. And then a lot of people do like exacerbate, right? So if they're afflicted by anomaly, if they're afflicted by time rot inflicted by anomaly lasts longer, and then you can increase the amount of void damage they take. I don't really mess with this side of the trail. I've always just gone for time bubble, give myself all the passive buffs, so to speak. Maxim, for the prophecies, if you can roll exalted items, but it's like a tier 2 dungeons, does it mean that the exalted will scale off the level of the dungeons on the prophecy? No. It just means you have to do it at least tier 2. I think they scale to your level. I've gotten T7s off of that as long as you're able to get T7s, but I've gotten T7s off clearing a level 2 dungeon. But think of it this way, you have to do at least tier 2. If you do a tier 4, they'll drop anyway. You don't have to literally do it at tier 2. It has to be think of it this way, it's tier 2 or above. So you can't do tier 1, but if you do a tier 3, tier 4, bam, you're good. And considering how powerful your sorcerer is, you'll be fine. So I hope that answers your question, Dreadswitch. And Maxim, I hope that answers your question. What's the next build? I'm not going to say you're wrong, only because I've never stopped to check and look. I just go, oh, tier 7, I pick it up and I keep going. I don't go, oh, it dropped in a lower level area, it has low forging potential. I've never thought about that. I've just been like, oh, look, tier 7, boom. What's the next build? So, Mark, I was thinking about going bleed hammers next, but I've also come to realize that this is my second hammers build in a row. I did the VK dot hammer build. I've done this build. I was thinking about just doing a hammer build and only playing that for a couple days because I've already farmed some gear for it, but I need a break from it. So I'm either going to do a shield bash build, or I've also been leveling a warlock, which I've had a lot of fun with. I've also said that this cycle I want to play a sorcerer. So it's going to be either a shield bash build, we pick up where I left off on the warlock just because I've been having fun, or we start a sorcerer. It's probably going to be one of the first two. I've been dragging my feet on the sorcerer because when I said I would be playing sorcerer this cycle, I said it at a time when sorcerer was the meme, right? Sorcerer was the why play sorcerer when Rune Master's in the game. And then sorcerer got hella buffed. Sorcerer is like the meta class this cycle, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm probably good now just because so many people have already played it. I'm trying it later, but I'm stuck at Aberoth. I'm glad, but you got to 500 corruption with a racing strike. So what's your erasing strike build? Are you using the world splitter, Mark? Or are you doing like the Void Cleaver racing strike build I put out earlier this cycle? Rive plus a racing strike. I don't think I've ever played that one. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played that one. I mean, but you pushed it to 500 corruption. Well done.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Doesn't go mana hungry with a very fast attack speed. I keep dying because my PC is crap. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Even with your graphics turned down, I mean, I get it. I look forward to seeing your next build, mate. GG. Yeah, yeah. We're going to be publishing a build guide on this one soon. I just want to try and make sure I got a recording of me killing Aberoth with it. I killed him off stream, no recording, and then every time I try to record myself killing Aberoth with the build, I've died. So that's why I'm farming keys right now. I'm trying to show evidence that I can. You know, right now, here's the only evidence I have of me killing Aberoth. Let me pull that up. And then, yeah, right now, here's the only evidence that I have that I've killed Aberoth with the build. Is a screenshot. I don't really think that's very, I don't think that's going to sit too well with anybody. I'm like, yeah, I swear, I can do it. I don't have a recording, but here's a screenshot of me standing here after I killed him. Just got the Elemental Nova helm. Oh, there you go.
Stand down or die.
Oh, come on.
Stand down or die.
Oh, there we go. Are you playing Sorcerer Jolteon? Okay, that's quite a bit. No, we don't want that. We want that. That is like one of the lowest fire damage rolls. Okay. YOLO. Critical strike multiplier. Okay. We could throw Fire Pen on this. Alright. Still a possibility. Trying to get a better Relic and Shield. You're on Void Knight tonight? Gotcha. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. I get a +1. I get a +1 to my fire spells with Cinder Song. Okay. So... Alright, let's go drop off these keys. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 9 attempts. We might throw an attempt in there. Yeah, let's see how much good luck you guys are. I want to clear my inventory too. We'll keep that relic there because we might end up using it. Okay. So you do have a sorcerer at level 20, but you're playing a Void Knight tonight? Alright. Alright, guys. If you're here right now, we're going to give Aberoth a try. See if we can actually seal the deal where I failed offline while recording. I'm channeling all the luck from stream chat right now. Forgive me if I don't read your chat while fighting Aberoth. I think everybody understands that. Go bike? Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right, Guppy. You and Chad are good luck right now. Oh, that sucks.
gods tore our world apart. They deserve their fate. Weak and worthless. The void hungers. Weak and worthless. Darkness reigns.
Whew.
The void comes. We treated the world no better. Death is our legacy. Weak and worthless. Weak and worthless.
Oh, well, we're full.
This is it all.
Okay. I don't like the fact that he's sitting on his little... Okay.
Fight for nothing. The void comes.
There was not a lot of good places to stand. I knew I shouldn't have volatile reversal, but damn. There was not a lot. He threw that down. I had that blocking me, and then the laser beams cover that. Yeah, it covered that entire section. Yeah. Yeah, that was most unfortunate. I think the thing is we just don't really have a way to like solidly just end that final phase. So it just becomes more and more dicey. Is it easier on Swordcatcher? I felt like I had better sustain on Swordcatcher. So I was able to tank through a lot of that stuff. Plus Swordcatcher had kill threshold. Yeah, kill threat. Swordcatcher at kill threshold. I don't have kill threshold on here. I don't think hammers have a way to gain kill threshold. Let's take a look. Like even if they did, like if it was right here, I'd put a point there, but they don't. What about Smite? I don't think Smite has a way to proc any sort of kill threshold. Okay, the only way I can proc that, the only way I can proc kill threshold was Smite. 8 other attempts now. Yeah, we'll give it a couple more attempts, but if it's looking like I'm just burning keys for the sake of burning keys, then I'm gonna go farm some more. Ultimately, we might just have to say, yo, I got lucky and killed him once with this build, but I don't know if I'd recommend this build for Aberoth. That's what I would say. Here's a screenshot. I did it offline. So the only way is if I go the Fisher route and take points in heavy impact and then 6 feet under. And I get that. The problem is... Fisher costs so much mana. You will be broke if you use Fisher. Like, sure, there's a 0.5 second cooldown. We're proccing, what, 10 smites every 2 seconds? Yeah, I know that kind of sucked. Like, that was a nerf, but even with that, all against one target, man, like, I mean, we could try it. I would have to definitely rearrange the build to allow for the mana cost, because that's a lot of mana, dude. So yeah, we could give up these 8 points here. Do 1, 4, 3 just to get the maximum kill threshold. And maybe that's how we kill Aberoth. Sure, you know what? I've already tried this so many times. And like I said, I killed him once out of like, what, 10 attempts? That's bad. That's very bad. I already know I'm going to need this because I got a T7 mana regen. So that puts me at 12.9. That's still not going to be enough per second. And I need Bleeding Heart. Oh, okay. Do I have a Spider Silk mana regen belt? I do. My health will be abysmal. But I do have that. Oh, I have this. This would technically be better. Because I could technically try and throw health on here. I mean, I don't care about volatile zombies. What do we get if we do that? Dodge rating? Bad. Huh? Endurance. I don't need that. Health regen. I mean, maybe at this point. Critical strike avoidance. Great. Well, I have this belt I could use. Like, okay, what happens when I take this belt off? But hey, you know, I actually have enough mana regen to not necessarily make up for it. I would have to be doing... I would have to have my mana regen at 20 mana. Well, not unless Fisher can't proc on the target. Like, if Fisher stacks, then I'm screwed. But that's the only kill threshold I can get. So let's go get some let's go get some XP.
Stand down or die.
I mean, I could throw on my Nihilist for a little bit more. I would lose all this leech though. But hey, you know what? F it. Put on fishing node and I was leveling a Weaver's Will relic and damn, I was chugging my it's not good. Oh, okay. So that gives us a 9% kill threshold. Sure, let's just take the help wherever we can get it. My mana's about to be toast. Mana was good while it lasted, chat. Yeah, you know what? We're already this committed. Might as well just go for this. You know what? I don't think we can sustain these boots, so let's go for I think I threw them over here. Yes, let's throw those on. Advent of the Erase. Cool, cool. Gives us some health. My mana regen's 14.4. Throw that on. My mana regen is 18.2. I gotta have a better mana regen belt. Like I gotta have. Let's look. No. We don't want C. I mean, I could try. I could try this. No, not the right one. I could try this. Okay. Let's be very careful about this right now. We're gonna need cleanse. Ouch. Okay. Then let's. Let's actually, please be health. No, okay, armor's not terrible. Armor's not terrible. Okay. So then we need to seal this and pick up mana regen. Yeah, this is going to make me a little bit more survivable. My health is now roughly where it was before. Okay, cool. I'm doing all of this just to fight Aberoth. This is ridiculous. If I'm having to bend over backwards... Got a 3LP Tribo Electra. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna burn a key just for idiocy. Oh, wait, hold up. Before I move, let's spend these points. Okay, we already got that. Might as well make the Fisher area bigger. Point. Alright, go. Oh, my damage is so in the toilet. Actually, it's not too bad. Classic Fumbles, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Okay. That was roughly what we were at before. And technically, we're more tanky now. We have more armor. We have more damage over time reduction. So...
treated the world no better. Death is our legacy. Oblivion.
I need you to come over here, Aberoth. Aberoth, can you get away from your dot puddle? Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me! Where was I supposed to stand? No, I don't think so, Jolteon. Like, sure, there's more mobility, but Advent of the Erase is going to give me a 30% damage reduction against damage over time while hasted. And with reigns like Quicksilver Coil and Expedite, that gives me near constant haste chance. So that's a near infinite uptime of 30% damage reduction against dots. He has a ton of dots on the map. I guess the only thing I can do in that situation is have to try and like not do damage, but not doing damage means I lose damage reduction. It sucks.
The altar of oblivion.
So you finally returned to me, and with a guest. But first, prove yourselves worthy.
Amarok! Face us yourself! Skewer! Coward!
Just go pure DPS.
Enough of this. Avengers, entertain my dear sister for a moment.
Don't worry about me!
Such wasted potential.
So we just have to survive long enough in his final phase to get him down to 9% health, and then he'll die.
You fight for nothing.
Oh, that is not a very strong showing.
Weak and worthless. The void comes. You fight for nothing. Weak and worthless. See the beauty we were denied. The terror turned her back on us. The void hungers. Weak and worthless. The gods tore our world apart. They deserve their fate. The void hungers.
You won? What'd you win?
The void comes. Weak and worthless. better. Death is our legacy. Weak and worthless. Weak and worthless. The world called to Orbis. This is his answer. The void comes. You fight for nothing. Void hungers. Weak and worthless. Hope will not save you. Weak and worthless. You fight for nothing.
Oh my god!
Hungers. The void comes.
There we go. Alright, chat. There you go. We had to make the build super specific to kill Aberoth, but there you go. It's done. Oh, you beat Aberoth. Let's go, Chatterboxy. Hype. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I put the dancing shoes on there. Oh, man, dude. I don't think I ever want to fight Aberoth with this build again, man. Pyromancer staff. There you go. That could actually be fun. Yeah, hydrate. Appreciate it, Rindo. Hopefully you're having a good time zone.
We've done it, traveler. There's one more.
I'm out of here. Good God. Well, now you guys know what we got to do. We're going to actually go run this build in monoliths. Maybe I publish this build as is. Hope you're feeling better. She's handling this. She's handling it way better than I am, for sure. I'm still like... Can't use leech because of low life. That makes sense. Yeah, all your ward starts going away. All right, Aberoth's dead. If you're just tuning in, we just finally killed Aberoth with this build. I'm going to see how viable this particular build is in its current setup for monoliths. Honestly, it's not too bad. Would have been nice to use. Oh, is the kill threshold on the other side of the leech? Like, I thought I'd be out of mana by now, but apparently, yeah. Okay, I want to try something, which requires me to have to go on to my warlock and take back my my fire starter's torch. I went on to random name generator and I looked up angel names for Diablo. And we arrived at Filthy Ale. The moment I saw this, I'm like, yes, my warlock will be named Filthy Ale. Oh man, dude, it's so good. It's so good. Filthy Ale? Okay. I'm sorry, Warlock, but I need this back. Okay. Warlock disapproves, yeah. Okay, good. I still have it. And you know what? Like, I know it's less health, but let's do that. Yeah, I would have used the bleed shield. I probably would have just followed the max roll guide. Volca knows his stuff. That dude, like, if you guys think I'm a Sentinel Master, I'm nothing compared to Volca. Now, what I end up doing a lot, though, is like, oh, let me just create some random offshoot whatever build because I think it's fun. Oh, it's kind of effective. Let me post it. That dude's been fine-tuning Sentinel for a while. Holy frick. Okay, what do you guys think was better? Do you think the fire starters or the wand was better? Because the fire starters does have 42% more fire damage to enemies afflicted by spreading flames. Fire starters inflict spreading flames. Now, what this does have is more spell damage. No, let's actually, like, this is the first time I've ever actually messed around with. Yeah, let's remove a point. I actually kind of like the fissure size being what it is. Seems more fluid. Okay. Now, let's look at this, because fissure's a spell, right? So it scales with fire spell damage. Okay. So 412. Ooh. Well, that is quite a bit. Because this gives flat spell fire damage. Okay. What the? Why is it showing me the tooltip? I mean, thanks, but what? That was like a commercial. Look how much damage it's at now. Here's Fisher. Okay, so what is Fisher? Does Fisher scale? Fisher does scale with attunement. Okay, so having attunement on is actually not that bad. Let's put a point there, and then I think we should put a point here and make it bigger. Okay, and then let's... Okay. This is what we need to do, chat. Screw defenses. Holy moly. Only goes up to 820, huh? Really? I mean, I guess that's true. Can't use shield rush. Yeah, and then obviously we're losing all our flat spell damage with shield. But yeah, that's what we need to do.
Yes? Stay safe.
Okay. I feel like the wand is doing better. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. Okay. So it looks like it started at 160 and started. Okay. No, I'm not being very consistent here. Okay. Let's get close. Let's hold it down for 1,000, 1,000. Volatile reversal. 1,000, 1,000. Volatile reversal. Like, no. I have to work that out differently. Okay. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Okay. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. I think one thing I'm going to have to take into account is Cindersong's going to proc stuff faster. It has a faster attack speed than fire starters. Yeah, Cindersong's passing the eye test here. I mean, obviously that's not a very perfect way, but now I have to go. Imagine the same hammer, but bleed, and the damage is about 3 times more. That's cool, man. Yeah, on its face as a dot build. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense just to test defenses as well. On its face, I don't think this holds a candle to bleed. 'Cause like you said, it's already 3 times the damage with bleed. Like, I believe it. Like, when I originally... I think I've already told you this yesterday. When I originally did it, it was set up as... like, we were critting with Smite, and then the Ignites were a nice little supplemental damage. Now that Smites kind of suck, trying to have Ignite and whatever, you know, even if I'm throwing in Fisher, it's just... it's not going to hold a candle to bleed. It's a different way to play dot hammers, but I mean, I'm already gonna say it in the video. Bleed. Sentinel can only do physical or void. I just don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's enough synergy there for the fire. Because they can't get any sort of ignite duration on their idols. They can get that for Time Rot. They can get that for bleed. Javelin Smite? Like with Electrify? I feel like there's even less support for Electrify, though. I mean, I could see it if you're using Javelin and you're using Healing Hands and you're using Smite and it's like a self-cast. I mean, maybe. I would have to see the build. I'm not going to dismiss it. The Javelin unique. Oh, is that Serapin's? You can tank T3 Jura. Well done. An amulet with lightning spell damage. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know which one you're talking about. Okay, yeah. So this build does feel better with Fisher, and you got to make sure you have enough mana regen for it. It's still not going to hold a candle to bleed. I mean, maybe I should really just do bleed hammers next, just to have the most direct comparison. I just spent all this time doing Void Dot, doing, do we get anything good? Anything remote? I'll take these wands just because I'm playing a Warlock. Yeah. I mean, I already got a lot of the stuff for it. We can do a budget. Well, I don't know if it's budget, but we can do a not perfect bleed build just to show how much better it is than this. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, look how much I've invested into this. Like, this is not necessarily a cheap build. Like, this is not necessarily a cheap 3 LP Cindersong, not outside of the normal. 3 LP Quicksilver, not outside of the normal, but like, you know, it's not super easy to get a max T7 on a Bulwark of the Last Abyss. If you guys know Scourge, I don't know. He might have given up. Yeah, you just need Blood of the Exile and Valdir's. You don't even need the shield. I mean, the shield's gravy, but you can just literally find those 2 non-LP versions and you're already doing insane damage with bleed. I think one nice little thing that this build gets is you get Throne of Ambition, which gives you a lot of armor stacking, which, I mean, we got a lot of armor. We're survivable. A Burning Avarice, I mean, it took me a couple hours, like an hour. Farm only 1-2 LP, and I got lucky with the first slam. Fiery Dragon Shoes, this is not super, like, you might find 1 LP versions, but 2 LP, and then I didn't even get a good slam on here. This was a nemesis right here. T7, T6. This was a nemesis. So, I mean, this is kind of luck of the draw. I mean, Nihilus, I mean, if you're trying to kill Aberoth for the first time, you're not going to have this unless you're Merchant's Guild, or you killed it with a friend and they gave it to you. But if you're trying to kill Aberoth for the first time and you're just looking for that build, this one's kind of out. Though technically, I guess you don't need this. You could use Bleeding Heart, but this was just nice for the more mana regen. I have crazy, yeah, like this is kind of nutty to barely take down Aberoth. Yeah, this is not necessarily a budget setup. Okay. Oh, right. We were talking about the amulet. It looks like an octopus, this one. An amulet with lightning spell damage and lightning penetration as implicits. No, you're probably talking about devotion then. Lightning damage, lightning penetration. Holy hell, this is like... I got myself a decent, like, the healing effectiveness is kind of screwed, but... Okay. You can do rare items and kill Aberoth with bleed. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. You can't do that. Like, you're going to need, like, a Cindersong or fire starters just to try and get the spreading flames and extra. Copper amulet? Lightning spell damage and penetration. Okay. I mean, that's a copper amulet base. Yeah, copper amulets have lightning resistance and then flat spell damage. I don't think they have lightning pin and spell damage as the implicits for coppers. I mean, you can throw on lightning pin though. can throw 3 javelins per second. Is that because of the... Is that because of the weapon itself? Because, like, doesn't it, like, split? When it hits an enemy, it splits into 2? Or are you talking about... It's almost like a dot build, but it's a hit type build. Okay. Is that just because you get enough throw and attack speed, or is it because this splits? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Splits into 2 piercing spears, and then you can get additional spears based off of your dexterity. Oh, the Biden? Really? That thing? The Joe Biden? 100% of bleed and ignite chance converted to electrify. Holy frick. So they just stack like a whole bunch of throw and attack speed on this? Look at the left side. Are you talking about look at the left side of Javelin? So Holy Spears, Divine Throws. Consequently, this damage swaps physical tag for lightning. Has a chance to electrify enemies on hit. Electrify applied by Javelin has additional lightning penetration. There's what you're talking about. When Javelin hits an enemy, it now splits into additional piercing lightning spears, which aim towards enemies close to the target, but Javelin itself can no longer pierce and it costs more mana. Yeah, there it is. Excellent balance. Okay. And so do they also like proc Smite with the idols with this, or do they just use this as is? Because you can get even more electrify from Smite. Smite, you go up here, electrify, lightning, charged hand, unbalanced scale. Take that. You could take some of these. They use the idols for the throw and attack. Okay, that makes sense. You know, I've only ever used Javelin for battle standard. I've never really liked the way how it felt. So you can get more throw and attack speed. You can go over here. You use the Joe Biden. %180% effectiveness for added throwing damage, though. And it does scale with dexterity. You can even take lightning pin. The further away they are, that's cool. And you can. So if you're standing still, bruh. Cool. I mean, it looks like a good time, bro. And it'd be unique because that's not a... Obviously, any throwing build that's been trying to proc Smite, I think just pales in comparison to hammers. But now that, you know, you're kind of capped on how many Smites you can do anyway, I could see the benefit to that. Good for group play. I could see that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I do think pushing higher corruption, we need that. We're giving up some damage for sure. Don't get me wrong. Kill your party? Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, it's nice when you get a nice open map like that and just shield rush for what feels like an eternity. Because a lot of maps like have like little elevation, and you run into the slightest elevate like you know, inclination or elevation, and all of a sudden you stop. It just feels so annoying. So when you get a nice flat map like that and you just start running, bruh.
down or die.
Right, Mike. It's been fun. Hope you have a good night, but you're away. Catch you later, Jolteon. Thanks for stopping by every day, man. I appreciate it. You take care, brother. Fun place to be while blasting alongside me. I appreciate it, man. You take care, Jolteon. I'll see you in the Discord. Oh, hey, what up, Tilron? How's it going? Well, we finally got a recording of me killing Aberoth with this build. Died a bunch of times doing it. But I wanted to show that the build could kill Aberoth. I burnt through too many keys, though. I don't like burning through that many keys. So right now, we're just going around killing stuff. Just to demonstrate that the build can kill. Congrats on the build. I'm ready to see this one go away. This is a build I did last cycle, and they made some changes to the way smites work. So I've had to bend over backwards to maintain the same identity of the build while producing damage. And it's been tough. What's next on the list? I mean, I'm kind of done playing hammer builds, but bleed hammers is the logical next choice. I already have gear for it. Just to show like how superior bleed hammers would be to this one. I wouldn't have to play it very long since I've already farmed a few pieces of gear for it already. But I am kind of, you know, like... I mean, this is my second bleed build in a row. So that would be a third bleed build. I've been playing in my own time, off stream. I've been playing a warlock. That's been a lot of fun. They added a new item to the game. It's technically an axe, but let's face it, that's a shield. That's a shield. And here's what you can do with shield. You can have two shields. What goes great with two shields, Tilron? Just two shields in each hand. What goes I mean, look at this. What goes absolutely fantastically great with two shields? Shield bash. A rushing paladin. Yes, we can still do that. But shield bash. Guess what happened to shield bash? No, you're right. A rushing paladin. That's shield rush. Shield Bash got reworked. You can actually make it like it used to be. You can configure it to be like the master of the one punch, right? One hit, do a bunch of damage, but every time you used it, it would always go on cooldown. It was never a great like this is my ability to do all my damage. Hey, what up, Mike 247? But they've reworked it a little bit, and now there's a node in there where it no longer has a cooldown. And you can spec it to do extra damage based off your block effectiveness, block chance. I mean, and come on, who doesn't want to fight with 2 shields? And then I also got lucky. So, Tilron, I know you're not super familiar with this, but there's a mechanic in the game called Weaver's Will. There's specific items that roll random affixes on there. And I got one. No. Let's do Code of an Erase. And I got one. Hopefully we don't have to look long. Right here. I got one with a max T7 shield bash on there. And endurance. Yeah. So, I mean, that's plus 4 points I get to spend. And it's on Code of an Erase Sentinel, which gives you +1 to all Sentinel skills. So that's effectively a +5 to Shield Bash. And then if I end up using this, Nihilus, that's a +2. I mean, dude, we're talking about +7 to Shield Bash? Bruh. So I'm interested in doing that, but the next logical choice would be do Bleed Hammers real quick just to show how much better it is than this. Like, I've had to bend over backwards to get this to kill Aberoth. And then move on from this build and probably even say in the video, I don't expect to be playing Smite and Ignite anymore. I'm thinking Shield Bash next time around. It looks the most interesting. And then, like I said, I've been playing Warlock off stream. That's been a ton of fun. As somebody who normally plays mostly Sentinel, it's actually been kind of nice to play something that's not Sentinel. Which is odd for me to say because Sentinel's my bread and butter, so. What's good, Mike? What are you up to today, brother? You playing some Last Epoch? Yo, Frozen Sentinel, what's up, man? How are the Wizards, Sorcerers, and LE? Sorcerer is probably the #1 class in the game. Tilron, you are lucky. You are here at a time when Mr. Frozen Sentinel himself, if he's still here, is in the chat. This dude is the Sorcerer Whisperer. That dude could tell you all about it. If you ever play Last Epoch, that is. You're making your first Sentinel? Oh, nice. What are you thinking about playing, Mike? VK Rive, excellent choice. Excellent choice. It's easy to get into it. It feels good. It's melee. I will tell you this. I mean, you're on your 5th character, so you probably already have gear. Melee builds do require a little bit more love, tuning. controller friendly. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it with controller, but I do think it would be pretty controller friendly. All right, and what's good, Frozen? What are you up to tonight, sir? Just wrapping up your hardcore stream. Oh, how'd that go, man? We're still alive. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I saw your video going over the damage numbers, like how you just like that was remarkable. Like you were full health, had plenty of whatever, and then instantly dead. I'm like, dude, what the? Why'd they do my man Frozen like that, bro? It just. Whoopsh. Do you think that's like a like? I saw part of the video and I meant to finish it and I never did. Did you come to the theory that it was like server latency? Because I saw what happened and I saw you explaining you had more than enough effective health to tank it, but I never got to see the conclusion. It made sense on how the game was, so it's not like a server bug or anything like that. It was just right place, I guess right time, but man, that's got to be frustrating. Like I don't know if I could ever play hardcore on last Epoch just to do to stuff like that, but I know plenty of people do and they have a great time, so more power to them. I just don't think I'm ever gonna have enough time for that. Yeah, I work full time, and then the few hours a night I normally get to play. I mean, I'm taking 2 weeks off here, so I'm gonna have plenty of time. I guess I could do hardcore, but you know, normally I only have a couple hours a night to play, and it would just be a major feels bad if I ran a hardcore character and then it died. I mean, I guess I could play him in softcore, right? But yeah, full-time job. Yeah, I figured. Softcore, yeah, for sure. Now, I could definitely see, like, if you've already got enough gear in softcore and you want to do, like, a little challenge for yourself. Excuse me one moment. You start off as hardcore just to see how far you can get, and then if you die, you just continue in softcore. I could see that. Okay, like a roguelike. You don't expect to live forever? Yeah, for sure. So, do they announce deaths in this game? I don't think I've ever seen a death announced in game, so I'm going to say no. Frozen, do you know if they do that? Yeah, other than you have died. Yeah, but like X number of player has met their grade. I don't think I've ever seen that. No, I don't think there was ever announced like that. That would be cool for the first week if they do. Imagine like you're in the hardcore race and you're like rank 7, and then you just see. No, yeah, me neither. I didn't play hardcore. I wonder if they do. Like if you're playing hardcore and it's like the first couple days, and you're playing. That was kind of exciting. Yeah, the hardcore race was nuts, man. I remember when Lizard was like in the lead, and then like out of nowhere, somebody randomly checks it, or I randomly checked. I'm like, wait, Lizard, his character died. I try not to say Lizard died because then that implies the person himself died. These people sacrifice sleep for killing. Yeah, but that was pretty fun. Like the first couple days, just being like, bro. Yeah, the race was rough. The race was certainly rough. Did they ever? Yeah, they finally. You wanted number 1, but you're a sleepy noob. You know, holy. This is my second character. This is my second character. Oh, in the hardcore? No. Rhodey took it number 1. No, Rhodey took it number 1, and then he went and did. I don't know if you've seen that clip. He then went and challenged Aberoth, and he decided that would be the time to see if he could tank the first like hit that Aberoth does. You know, the blow, and then it creates the shockwave. So he tried to see if he could tank it on his level 100 hardcore character. And yeah. But that was kind of exciting seeing all that play out. Just watching it and seeing how Lizard was number 1, and then like out of nowhere you look and it's like, wait, it's still like, because at the time he still was number 1, but it showed he was dead. So you knew he wasn't going to hold on to it for forever, but you're like, whoa. Oh, Lizard is insane, man. I think the coolest thing ever that happened, like, I haven't talked with Lizard that much. I've been in his streams a couple times, but one time I was playing and I was using one of his builds, and then he raided me. Yeah, I hit testing tank. So then he raided me, and I'm like, yo, Lizard, thanks for the raid. By the way, I'm using one of your builds. He's like, that's awesome. I gotta go. And I'm like, catch you later, man. That was cool. He hit you up a few times too? That's awesome, man. Yeah, isn't he like in Europe? Yeah, because I think he raided me on a weekend and I was streaming early or something. Normally we don't stream at the same time. It was like one of those weird things. Would I hate Sentinel if it got buffs? No, I know I wouldn't, because I was playing Sentinel last patch and it got healing hands. I mean, but yeah, I got you. I mean, I am kind of out there. I like Sentinel for the play style. And it is kind of weird when all of a sudden Sentinel, like a lot of people are playing Sentinel. It's like, wait, whoa, hold on. This is like my class, man. Why is everybody playing? The only reason why, yeah, I think I already told you about Sorcerer. Everything leads to DD and Flicker. I don't know what that is. I don't play much Path of Exile. Is that just kind of like what happens in Path of Exile? That kind of becomes probably Detonate Dead. Oh, okay. It's been a few years. Yeah, I think I was in Curse's stream the other day, and you were talking about how many hours you had in Path of Exile, and how you finally were just like, yo, I gotta put this down. Is that what happens, Dreadswitch? In Path of Exile? Like, does that just become the meta build at the end? Yeah, it's the center of the universe. Everything gets drawn towards it in the end. Can we kill him in time? But we somehow tanked it. Okay. I think because that counts as a hit. And because that counts as a hit, 100% block chance. I mean, block effectiveness is crap, but still. Mobility is keen. You scale to absurd levels. I could see that. Oh, Bike, you would appreciate the milestone in the build you just hit in Path of Exile. Imagine having resistance to all but Void capped at 90%. Void being a measly 75. Oh, but you're capped in everything else, huh? Just like Enigma and Diablo 2. I played Diablo 2 casually, and I beat the campaign, and I played a little bit on the next up difficulty, and I was like, I had fun. I only played Diablo 2 for the story because it was in preparation for Diablo 4. Because I'd been a pretty big Diablo 3 fan. So I played Diablo 2 and then I played Diablo 3 again. Just to get caught up for the campaign of Diablo 4. +1 teleport is well discussed. Okay. Yeah, a lot of fun being a Z-Barb in Diablo 3. This is going to come as little surprise to you. My class was Crusader. At first, my class was Witch Doctor, and then I started playing right around the time the expansion got released. So I hadn't picked up the expansion yet, but I saw people playing Crusader, and I thought it looked cool, so I bought the expansion for Diablo 3, and then I didn't look back. Diablo 2 starts when you... Yeah. I realize I played the tutorial, basically, to Diablo 2. I didn't really get into the nitty-gritty of Diablo 2. Diablo 4 was all Z. I enjoyed the campaign in Diablo 4. But I knew the first major problem it had is when I got to World Tier 4 and I was like level 65 and my gearing journey was essentially over. I hit level 100 on my druid in Diablo 4 in preseason, and I was literally using the same axe I found in the capstone dungeon. You know how you kill Elias to go to World Tier 4? I was literally using that same axe because I never found a better one. All the way to level 100. And I'm like, this is bad. This is very bad. I just never found a better one. It dropped with like... It was like 8... Like, what was the highest you can get in preseason? What was it, like 825? It was like 819, and I just never found a better one. Yeah. Diablo 4 got accelerated this season. I saw a lot of level 100s in the first 24 hours. Oh yeah, for sure. I played Diablo 4 last season, season 4. You literally did that in season 3. Oh, killing Duriel that many times in a row? Yeah. See, I had put Diablo 4 down after season 1 because a game called Baldur's Gate 3 came out, so I was playing that. And then I had every intention to go back to Diablo. And then I kept hearing about this game called Last Epoch. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Oh, wait, it's the one we're playing. Right, yeah. So I started playing that and streaming it. And I never looked back until season 4 of Diablo. And then I actually went back. Is this a paladin? Yes, sir. What up, Pelvis Pumper? How's it going? This is a paladin. I think you were here, Pelvis, when I was doing the Void Knight. So we essentially went and we revisited a build I did last cycle called Smite and Ignite. Bro, that build suffered. Yeah, that build suffered from the it was a crit smite build that also stacked some damage over time to have the ignites just go super crazy. You like this game more than Diablo 4? I do too. Every time I get to 100 in Diablo 4, which takes like a day or two at most, an overwhelming feeling of dread comes over and how the next bit of progression is so tedious and boring. Right, just to get enough gear. Yeah, it's definitely war when talking about ARPG games. I got you. So, yeah, so I came back to Diablo last season, season 4. And I didn't need to kill Duriel 1,000 times to get an Uber unique. Because they added Andariel, and I guess Andariel has a slightly better drop rate. So I killed her like 2 or 3 times, and then I got my first Uber unique. But I did kill Duriel a bunch of times and got squat. And then I started finding the Uber versions. That was fun. That was kind of cool with the community. I'd be like, yo, Air Dragon, you know, a couple other people in the chat, jump in here right now. I got materials. And then we'd go kill Uber Duriel a bunch of times. And we'd all walk out with some new Uber unique. That was fun. I liked the pit. I liked the pit. That was a good offering. Only because I like a nice repeatable loop. Every season they made the previous new additional easier and then add new tedious mechanics. Sure, like how tedious is the Infernal Hordes? I've heard good things about it. Like, yeah, the Infernal Hordes is in season 5. It's like a wave based survival mechanic. Many people described it like Arena. You haven't looked at season 5, to be honest. I jumped in there on Wednesday after getting back from the doctor's office and being told I had COVID. I was like, well, I guess I got some time. Let me check it out. And I was playing it, and then like that's when the fever set in, and then I slept all day. So I haven't been back to Diablo since. I do have every intention of getting a character to 100. I'm gonna do that all off stream. I'm keeping the stream locked here on Last Epoch. Yeah, D4 made me sick. Sure. Confirmed. Yeah, I was playing it and the fever hit me really hard. Yeah, it's an infection. So yeah, like Wednesday I slept all day. Thursday I was out of it. Friday I felt well enough to stream for a little bit. I think we did like a 3-hour stream yesterday. Today I'm going a little bit longer, but I'm feeling a little bit better. But you'll see my wife in the chat, Rinda G85, my mod. She'll keep telling me to hydrate, because if I keep talking to you guys without drinking something, I'll just start coughing. So I mean, Rinda, this one's for you. 100% chance to inflict poison when playing D4. Gotcha. All hail Hydra? Yeah, Tilron, that's right. Your wife brings you water sometimes during the stream? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. My wife will bring me snacks. She'll, if she's noticing I'm not drinking water, she'll, like, poke her head in here and be like, yo, drink your water. And if I say I'm out of water, she'll then bring me water. I try not to run out of water. Yeah. You did 16 hours on 1.1 on launch day, and you ran out of water. You didn't refill, wasn't nearly hydrated enough. Yeah, I feel you, man. I kept it pretty tame for 1.1. I only did 12 hours. Looking back, I realize now I probably could have competed in the Sentinel race had I actually tried and played a good leveling build. I was like, nah, I don't stand a chance. I'm just gonna play this random melee Void Knight build because I think it'll be fun. It was just super slow. Oh, you took 3 or 4 days off? Yeah, I took 2 days. That's all I could swain, unfortunately. I think because of that, I had the mindset that I didn't stand a chance. Which is true. I didn't stand a chance in the overall leaderboard, but I could have been top 50 for Sentinel. I think. Had I actually played a fast build. I don't know if I should regret picking Void Knight Rife build. I should have went for number 1, to be honest. Could have gotten it even with breaks, but I screwed her. Right. See. Like I went into the season Sentinel, into the cycle going, I'm not going to compete in the race. I don't stand a chance. I only took 2 days off, right? So then I played a Void Knight. Nothing wrong with Void Knight, but Paladin gets a lot more perks in their kit as opposed to gear early on. And so if I had played Paladin, which I've done, Paladin's my most played by far. If I had done Paladin, if I played, like my tried and true leveling build, I think I could have competed in the Sentinel leaderboard. I don't think I could have competed in overall. You for sure, Sentinel. You for sure, Frozen, I should say, since we're talking about Sentinels. Yeah, I could totally see you taking number 1 on that. But yeah, so I played like a super slow melee leveling build with Void Knight, and yeah, I realized my mistake when on Saturday night, long after my time off and I'm going back to work. Oh yeah. Number 1 overall for Sentinel, not gonna happen. You're probably gonna shoot out faster than all the other classes. Then you're gonna get to empowered monoliths, and then you're gonna start needing like good gear. And then all the other classes, you kind of shot past them. Maybe not all. I think Rogue is still gonna be faster, but you're going to get to that point where, Rogue's now doing really good with budget gear, and Sentinel is like, oh, I actually need some good gear to get going. Yeah, I got you. But as I was saying earlier, on Saturday night, I looked at the overall leaderboard for Sentinel, and I realized there were still like a huge amount of level 98s. And of course, I was like level 90 because I was dicking around on Void Knight. And I was like, dude, it's Saturday night. The cycle started on Tuesday. And I've been playing super slow. Like I said, I was playing a slow melee Void Knight build. And then I realized my mistake. I'm like, I could have competed. And then by that point, level 90 to level 98, the amount of XP, by Monday morning, I think every Sentinel leaderboard was locked up. Yeah. I realized I screwed up there. I could have competed. But I was like, nah. I went in with the mindset that I couldn't, so I just didn't even try. I mean, where did you land, Sentinel? You're probably in the top. Oh no, I'm looking at Sentinel. You're probably in the top here somewhere, right? Oh, you're on there? What was your character name? Number 4, secret weapon. Yeah, there you go. You wouldn't let Curse take it from... I'm kidding. Oh, to be honest, you level with Curse? Oh, okay, that makes sense. You wish? Oh, okay. So you're not he kept going after I stepped away. Yeah, he did push it. I was kind of surprised because he did the same thing I did. He took 2 days off. I could see it in his face, though. Yeah, I could see it in his face, though. Like, Wednesday night, man, when he was pushing for that level 100, bro, he looked done. Oh, man. But I gotta hand it to you, man. That dude slayed. He stayed true to the 100 grind while you're doing Harbingers. I think I remember that. I think I was in the stream Wednesday night when he was about to get 100. And I think you jumped in at some point, and then you guys were talking. And you mentioned how you went after Harbingers, and he just leveled. He didn't do it Harbinger anything. He just leveled. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. I guess I'm kind of surprised by this, though. Like, overall, this is my second character who's level 99 on the overall leaderboard, and I'm like 10,781. Oh, right. Yeah. Like, this is my second character. Yeah. Either a lot of people just came in, did one character, then pieced out, or just a lot of people didn't hit. Yeah, your hardcore one's probably even better. Like, where did I finish with my Void Knight? I feel like I finished 8,000, so... That's true. That's true. I'm pretty sure I hit 100 before 1,548 overall at the moment. Yeah, it did. It did. It also didn't help that this PoE league was a banger. Because I think what happened last time, it was a month away, and then even after that, the PoE league was a bit of a stinker, if I'm not wrong, and I think a lot of people ended up coming back to Last Epoch. So that kind of helped Last Epoch's numbers. But this one, the PoE league, launched 2 weeks after the Last Epoch cycle started, and then it was an absolute banger, man. Yeah, so where did I... Oh, they tell you where you are overall on the arena leaderboard. I'm number 177 overall. And then on Sentinel, I'm still number 41. Okay. Do I think the Paladin build I'm playing? Oh, okay. Dude, it's not telling me where I was. It's not telling me where I finished. On the overall, after hitting level 100. That's interesting. The Paladin build... Yeah, I guess. Let's look again. Yeah, maybe it's a bug. Maybe. Oh well. Yeah, honestly, I don't think that this Paladin build I've been playing, Pelvis, is that good. I'm gonna be honest. I can probably push it to 700 corruption, maybe. but I would not recommend. I would recommend you go play bleed hammers. And honestly, as much as I don't want to play another hammer build in a row, because this, if I play bleed hammers, it'll be my third. Oh, you're referring to the Void Knight? Oh, that one was definitely a good corruption pusher. The Void Knight build, I pushed that one to 900 corruption. Yeah, it was good. It was tanky. I think because the way I had it set up, because the hammers themselves do damage without actually having to hit the target. They just start doing damage if they get close due to the aura around each hammer. And since I didn't take orbit, I just would spam a bunch of hammers, leave it behind, and move on. That allowed you to just throw down a bunch of hammers. Atrophy applies slow. It also applies a 100 to 200% slow duration, so all the enemies are like, so they're just kind of like trying to follow after you very slow. They're taking damage constantly because I leave the hammers behind. They're applying Time Rot stacks. They're applying Future Strike. They're applying Doom. And, you know, we scaled all that damage through the roof. They would just, they'd be dying as I'm already moving on to the next pack. Yeah, but this Paladin build, no. I'll put out a build guide for it for anybody who's already played Bleed Hammers and they're just sick of it. Want to play the inferior version? Here you go. You had the same water bottle? Must be a gamer bottle. Honestly, it was my wife's. She just stopped using it and said, you know what? I think this would work better for you than your other water bottle because it has a straw. And you know what? She's right. So yeah, it's a gamer bottle. That's why you have it? Yeah, it's actually great, and it holds a lot of water. Yeah, seriously.
Down or die.
Hey, so Frozen, were you ever a Sentinel main at one point? I guess now that I'm thinking about it, because it's in the name, or did Frozen... That came... Like, Frozen Sentinel came before last Epoch, right? Yeah, it came before, right. You got me there too. I think what made me click on one of your videos, Frozen, though, was because I saw Frozen Sentinel and you were talking about last Epoch, and I'm a big Sentinel guy. And then I was like, oh, I guess he's just going through a Rune Master phase or something. And then I came to realize, oh, he just plays other classes. He just plays whatever. Oh, your first character in last Epoch was a Sentinel? I mean, they just look so cool, you know? Yeah, it was mine as well. Mine was for other reasons, though. Just because Forge Strike sold me. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think of it now? Do you think it's still poo, or do you think it actually holds potential? Huge smacks. It doesn't do that. Got it. Yeah, it's true. It was very underwhelming when I played it. Yeah, I only played Forge Guard once. I got it to like level 97, and then I realized all the builds I like playing on there were also like good Paladin Void Knight builds, and I'm like, wait, why am I playing the inferior version of Sentinel with these builds? Because I played it in beta. I was like, I could literally be doing way better if I was playing this same build on Paladin, or this same build on Void Knight. So why am I playing it on Forge Guard? Because I think I did a hammer build and a some sort of melee build. I don't remember. Oh right, I did a Void Cleave build on Void Knight, and it was cool. But I was like, wait, this could be way better on any of the other classes, on any of the other Sentinels. And obviously, Forge Guard, their one unique thing is, you know, they get the minions, and I don't like minion builds, so I was like, what am I doing here? So I put it down. And my one favorite node for Forge Guard was literally just this. It's kind of pathetic when this is your favorite, like, at least at the time. I haven't really looked at the tree now, but, I mean, this is pretty pathetic when this is, like, your favorite node. You just wish LE had more giant slam builds? Yeah, they don't have a lot of them like that. The closest I got to was that World Splitter Erasing Strike. Volcanic Orb. Yeah, I saw Curse playing that yesterday. Die Bomb probably closest. I mean, though, Frozen, did you check out the World Splitter Racing Strike, man? It felt like the entire screen is just covered in a racing strike, man. Yeah. I bet I messed around with it a little bit. So, like, I was playing Void Cleaver Racing Strike, one of my tried and true builds that I like to play. And somebody came in and was like, yo, you should really try out World Splitter Racing Strike. So on the spot, I kind of switched a few pieces around, kind of did a little respecking. And I was just seeing that. I'm like, okay, I'm not spec'd for it. So, of course, it's not doing that great. But I could see the potential. I'm like, dang, man. This looks nuts. I haven't gone back yet, but I mean, I intend to check it out at some point.
Stand down and die.
So 1.2 Primordial? Yeah, I don't know what any of it is, but I'm here for it. Yeah.
Stand down.
I mean, are they gonna literally be like the Primordial legendaries from Diablo 3? Heard Mike say a big no. Yeah, I would hope so, because I'd be like, yo, listen, man. Last Epoch, man, you guys have been shaking up the entire industry to then all of a sudden be like, here's our next big addition. We're pulling on an idea that Diablo 3 did all the way back in, 2016 or 17. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with that, but if that's the pure main content for 1.2, So yeah, I look forward to seeing what it is. Are they also doing the hunts in 1.2, or is that later on down the line? I remember seeing it on the roadmap, and I feel like I saw it as 1.4, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's where my mind's going, Frozen Sentinel. That's where my mind's going. It's either it's like their version of Uber unique, so they're a whole new class of uniques. That are rare and you can only get them from specific sources, and they offer a huge boost. Maybe there's a cap like Diablo 3. You can only have one in your build or something. Oh, it is next patch. Okay, cool. Because other than like a few select uniques in the game, like Red Ring or Ravenous Void or Orions, I feel like the game doesn't really have those sort of uber uniques. They just have a few uniques that are rare and can be very, you know, Red Ring's the closest. That can be very build defining. I don't know how build defining Ravenous Void and Orions is, but I could see a new class of uniques like that. Like Headhunter level, right. It's just there's uniques and then there's some rare uniques. And like I said, the only one I feel like is build defining in that case is Red Ring. Right. You do enough prophecies or, you know, you work the market. They're not like that level of unique. I was going to be like... I was going to be shocked if that was like a Red Ring. You haven't even seen a Red Ring? 700 hours. You'd like to see set items become relevant? Yeah, because set items, there's very few kind of niche builds that actually rely on them. Oh, you never target rings? It's on the roadmaps. I guess I have the same fear that a lot of other people have. Like, you don't want... You want the set items to be supplemental, but you don't want the set items to be the items, right? You don't want it to be Diablo 3 level where the unique builds, the builds that use uniques or legendaries in that case, were the niche builds. And whereas everybody else mostly just ran sets. You've gotten at least 50. Target LP though. Oh, I got you. I think last cycle I targeted Reens a few times and I got like 4, so... He kept incepting set items having to be slammed into exalts. Oh, you slam. Oh. Okay. Huh. So how would that work? Would it lose like all of their normal affixes, but the set bonus would go over to your exalted item? Right. I see what you mean. Yeah, you target one line. Okay. I see. Like, that certainly sounds more interesting than what we have in the game currently. What if primal uniques are set items? Okay, I'm listening. Wouldn't both be on the roadmap? Could be deception, could be, you know, subverting the expectation. What I think could be cool, kind of taking EHG subterfuge, So what I think could be cool though, Frozen, would be if they did primal unique sets. They're 2-piece sets, limit 1 set per, like you can't mix and match sets, and then then we can talk about customization. Like they're a nice accompaniment to your build, to any build, right? You're like, oh, I'm building around this set, and you only got the 2 pieces. Let's say this one's a glove and a ring, or a weapon and a helmet, or so on and so forth. I would just hate for... I don't know. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, Get another artifact or nemesis mechanic, such as throwing your Exalt into a primordial warp zone, and then having to defeat and hunt 5 bosses. And you target the boss you need to kill or let them go, but you have to kill them later or they imprison your current timeline. Okay. Drink every time a singing set drops. I want a 34 intelligence Fairbor ring. Ooh. Do I even have Fairbor? I don't even think I've, like, I just got to a point, like, I have some set items. I mean, the only ones I'm really interested in is Isidora's Tomb Binding. And then the Defiant, the Forgotten Knight set. Fairbor is an S tier set item. The last Epoch drinking game. 18 int, 180 armor, ivory ring. Yeah, that's actually really nice. Yeah, that's actually very nice. 18 intelligence. I know all about set items. I hide them in my loot filter. Yeah. That's the only interaction with set items. I'll keep a lookout for Fairbor's Frozen Sentinel. Thanks for putting me on the right track there. Yeah, the only set I've used and actually enjoyed beyond just using Isidora's is I did enjoy the Forgotten Knight set. It was good for a while, but eventually I find better stuff. Yeah, I mean, level 19, 200 armor. Forget everything else. Yeah, that's what I don't want Last Epoch to become. You know, Diablo 3 Junior. Alright guys, I do gotta shut things down. It's been great. I want to keep it going, but my voice is starting to get a little rough. So if you're over here on Twitch, we're going to be streaming. It looks like QB1 Junkie has just come online. Friend of the channel. Hardcore enjoyer. So we're going to go ahead and raid QB1 Junkie. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. Frozen, pleasure having you in the stream. Dreadswitch, always a pleasure. Tilron, thank you for being here. Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Yeah, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna try and rest my voice. We will get in some longer streams, but I can't be pushing it too much. So everybody say hi to QB for us, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Oh, thank you for the follow. Frozen, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Anyway, you guys take care. Cheers. YouTube, thanks for rocking with me today, guys. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for being here. This build is done. We're going to get a build guide out on YouTube and then move on to something else. Anyway, you guys take care. Hope to see you guys in the next one. You take care. Bye.